At Wimbledon, tradition is sometimes overshadowed by the moment itself. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking Wimbledon moments. Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on unexpected, surprising and/or controversial events from the All England Club's most famous competition.
I've had to mute the TV. Pipe down. Another adding, you're playing tennis, not giving birth.
Number 10, the rock and roll night rises. When rain delays play on centre court, a British icon saves the day with a spontaneous performance.
Yeah, I know it's just because it's raining, but I do appreciate it.
Just 1 year prior, Cliff Richard became the first rock star to be properly knighted. So with Sir Cliff in the royal box and rain delaying the action, Wimbledon officials wisely capitalised on his presence to keep the crowd engaged. For 20 minutes, Richard delivered a medley of fan favourites, including Summer Holiday. Meanwhile, numerous female tennis stars joined in on the backing vocals, producing a surreal, unforgettable moment for both attendees and viewers.
My hands are shaking, my knees are weak, I can't seem to stand upon my own 2 feet.
Number 9, Wildcard Winner. In the 90s, Goran Ivanisevic lost the men's singles championship title match 3 times. In 2001, he only made the tourney thanks to a wildcard invite from the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. Ivanisevic, the 125th ranked player in the world, didn't disappoint. Although really, how could he? Unseeded, the 29-year-old Croatian made his way through the competition, culminating in a showdown with Australia's Patrick Rafter. After splitting the first 4 sets, Ivanisevic emerged victorious, shocking the tennis world and becoming the first wildcard player to raise the silver cup. Number 8, the future king speaks with his racket. It's not often you'll see royalty literally sweating in public. But in 1926, the Duke of York, Prince Albert, later King George VI, tied his trainers for a public sporting event. This was no promotional appearance, mind you. The monarch-to-be competed in doubles competition with his friend and mentor, Lewis Gregg, making him the only royal figure to officially play at Wimbledon. George would establish his legacy elsewhere, but on this particular day, he was a 29-year-old gent that had made an unforgettable statement through actions alone, even if he and Greg did lose 3 consecutive sets. Number 7, BabyFaced Boris. The world's best tennis players begin training at a young age, so it's not uncommon for teenagers to quickly reach the professional level. In 1985, Boris Becker began Wimbledon play as an unseeded 17-year-old. Although unseeded, the German had momentum, as he'd just won the World Young Masters Championship 2 weeks prior. That summer at Wimbledon, Becker truly announced his arrival as he trounced the competition and defeated Kevin Curran in the finals. Becker thus became the youngest male player to win the men's Grand Slam singles championship, and he became a back-to-back winner the following year.
Just couldn't find his game today against this powerful, thrusting, brilliant athlete and brilliant match player.
Number 6, the 11-hour match.
Everybody wanting to watch this never-ending match.
On the second day of summer at Wimbledon, the United States' John Isner began first-round play against France's Nicolas Mahut. After nearly 3 hours, everyone called it a day, and the 5th and final round would begin the following afternoon. But the match took a shocking turn, with neither athlete giving in. Alas, Mother Nature once again delayed the competition, setting the stage for a Thursday finale, with the match already being the longest ever documented at Wimbledon on the previous day. On Thursday, Isner and Mahut impressed viewers with their endurance and disposition, with the American winning the deciding set. The event inspired a 2015 mockumentary entitled 7 Days in Hell, which spoofs this surprising Wimbledon moment.
Don't touch my hair, bro! Don't touch my bloody girl, mate! You're dead, bro! Dead, mate! You're dead, mate!
Number 5, wardrobe malfunction. Wimbledon has always been known for its strict dress code. In fact, their official headband breaks their own rules. It's also been reported that female players were forced to play braless because, well, there's a code. Even so, times were different in 1979, and an 18-year-old Linda Siegel received plenty of buzz for her match against Billie Jean King. But it wasn't because of her immaculate play, as she got bounced after 2 sets, 6-1 and 6-3. Siegel made headlines because of her revealing top, which stunned spectators and made photographers work a little bit harder to capture all the excitement. Number 4, the Bucharest Buffoon. During his prime, the Romanian Ilie Năstase was regarded as the best player in the world. Known as the Bucharest Buffoon, it was a persona that Nastase played during a 1974 Wimbledon match against Dick Stockton. When rain began to sprinkle down, Ilie briefly played holding an umbrella, a technique that seems more suitable for a celebrity match at Wimbledon. But Nastase was no joke on the court, as he was the #1 seed and would soon become the #1 player in the world. Though he did lose on this particular day, Nastase did further establish his legacy as well as his quirky oddball legend. Number 3, naughty girl with a wild streak. During a championship match between Richard Krajicek and Malivia Washington, all eyes were on the centre court action. On the ground, however, was a nude 23-year-old catering employee named Melissa Johnson, who swiftly changed the game faces of both competitors. Commentator John McEnroe requested a replay from all angles, while the crowd watched in amusement as Johnson, wearing only a non-supportive apron, pranced around. The Duke of Kent got more than a laugh, especially when Johnson raised her pinny in curtsy towards the royal box, while the streaker herself has stated that she's a naughty girl with a wild streak. Number 2, lightning hits centre court. Boris Becker ended the 1985 competition with a bang, and that's exactly how Wimbledon began that year too, with a lightning bolt hitting a brand new £4 million building. At first, no one knew for sure what had transpired, but everyone soon learned that the lightning had struck the press centre, making this literally the most shocking thing to happen at Wimbledon. As a result, 6 chunks of falling masonry nearly made the first Monday a day to never forget. No one was hurt fortunately, and the lightning ultimately became old news by the finals.
I don't think I've ever experienced a more violent summer storm than this in this country.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are a few honourable mentions.
I must say, as a doctor, I'd be a bit concerned.
But everyone at Wimbledon is asking, what's going on with all the grunting?
Number 1, classic McEnroe. Known for his on-court outbursts, John McEnroe delivered his most famous tantrum during a first-round match against Tom Gullickson. For a moment, he appears genuinely confused, but then the banter with the umpire Ted James becomes heated, leading to the most famous of McEnroe catchphrases.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
The meltdown cost the American tennis star $1,500, but the shocking moment only made him more relevant within pop culture. Many players lose their cool at Wimbledon, but none quite like John McEnroe.
What kind of driving is that? You're a f***ing disgrace!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.